At times, the first audio recordings from the Mariana region were released by scientists. In this deepest part of the ocean reachable by humans, it turns out that it's not as silent as we once imagined. Here, ghostly sounds exist, sounds that the most advanced human science has yet to decipher. What we can hear is a mixture of eerie groans, low bass sounds, and the occasional shrill, mysterious, and terrifying wails, which make every mind involuntarily think of the term hellscape. We know that seawater appears blue and, in some areas, a unique turquoise. But at the bottom of the ocean, where sunlight doesn't reach, there's only pure blackness. Sunlight penetrates only down to about 200 meters, while the ocean's deepest known point reaches 10,924 meters, taller than Everest, the so-called roof of the world. At depths of 10,000 meters, the pressure can crush anything sent there with a force of 1,318 tons per square meter. This is equivalent to being under 50 jet planes, meaning that everything here is entirely engulfed in darkness, a darkness that extends to the limits of human knowledge. Exploring the ocean is, therefore, similar to sending a probe into space to study the universe. We can only place our hopes in a probe and let it journey to the ocean's depths, attempting to feel what is actually happening down there, in a place entirely out of our reach. Under that blackness, could there be another existence? Another world? A vigorous life force that humanity has yet to uncover? In terms of natural and scientific phenomena, life at the ocean floor is at least 3 times richer than the upper layers. Almost 2/3 of this life remains unclassified, so we must accept that the seafloor is a vastly more complex environment than the ocean above. In fact, these creatures have appearances so strange and monstrous compared to what we see on land. American scientist Sanderson, aboard an icebreaker exploring the ocean, once witnessed a sight he'd never seen before. A thick layer of sea ice suddenly made a cracking sound as a 3-meter-thick layer broke apart, and a bullet-shaped, silver-gray monster emerged from the sea before quickly vanishing into the sky. For a man who spent his entire life researching the mysteries of the ocean, this sight forced Sanderson to propose a daring theory: an underwater civilization, or perhaps an underwater UFO. In 1963, while the U.S. Navy was conducting training near Puerto Rico, an unusual event interrupted the exercise. At that time, a radar operator detected a submarine diverging from its set course, tracking a strange object. What shocked everyone was that this object was traveling at an extreme speed, up to 150 nautical miles per hour. To this day, no modern submarine has been invented that can reach such a mind-blowing speed, as even the fastest submarines don't exceed 45 nautical miles per hour. Stranger still, after descending to a depth of about 2,000 fathoms, the bizarre object disappeared entirely from the radar screen. Could this be a sign of alien life beneath the blue depths of the ocean? In June 2011, a Swedish exploration team discovered a ship carrying alcohol lying 90 meters below the Baltic Sea. But the attention wasn't on the rare bottles of champagne. It was on a large circular object that appeared on sonar screens. Measuring around 60 meters long and 4 meters thick, lying 80 to 90 meters below the surface, it resembled a spaceship from the Star Wars saga. Oddly, devices like satellite phones and cameras lost their signals when approaching the object. It turns out that UFOs might not only roam the skies, but could be lurking in the depths of the ocean as well. If other beings from the deep were responsible, it would be a plausible explanation for some of the world's most mysterious disappearances. On January 15, 1968, the advanced Israeli submarine INS Dakar, carrying 69 crew members, left the port of Gibraltar, bound for Israel. But no one could have foreseen it would be their last journey on Earth. Early on January 16th, the submarine was expected to cross the Mediterranean using its snorkel. At 6:10 a.m. on January 24th, INS Dakar signaled its position east of the island of Crete. Over the next 18 hours, it transmitted 3 more times, but without specifying its location. The final signal was sent at 12:02 a.m. on January 25th, 1968. What happened next remains a mystery, as the entire crew vanished without a trace. The cause of the disaster remains an enigma. On January 26th, The British Navy confirmed that INS Dakar had gone missing and pinpointed its last known location, roughly 160 kilometers west of Crete. The subsequent rescue operation spanned several nations: Israel, the United States, Greece, Turkey, the United Kingdom, and Lebanon. But not a single fragment of the submarine was found, as if it had never existed. The ocean's depths have kept the fate of INS Dakar, along with other similar vessels, tightly concealed. If the INS Dakar incident was a singular accident, then how could we explain the mysterious disappearance of 3 other massive submarines in 1968? The year remains one of the most shocking in military history, known as the submarine tragedy. Yet these events remain as unanswered mysteries, with science unable to explain them. Around the same time, a British newspaper stunned the world with reports of a half-human, half-fish creature. An exploration vessel carrying military specialists and scientists reportedly captured a small mermaid who could speak human languages off the coast of Cuba. This creature was described as having scaly skin, gills, a human-like head, and a fishtail. The mermaid claimed to come from Atlantis, an ancient city that spanned from Africa to South America before sinking to the ocean floor. In the Caribbean, remnants of mermaid skeletons were found, showing upper bodies similar to adult humans, while their lower halves resembled the bones of a large fish. After forensic examination, scientists concluded that this indeed was a half-human, half-fish being. Dr. Afesto, who directly participated in this research, claims that mermaids are no longer just mythical or fictional creatures, but rather beings that genuinely exist in the world. In 1968, while flying over the airspace near the Andaman Islands, an archaeologist discovered an ancient, towering structure on the seabed that seemed to be human-made. In July 1993, British and American scientists found a massive pyramid about 1,000 meters deep in the Atlantic Ocean, resembling crystal and appearing to be made of glass. Its base length is approximately 100 meters, and it stands around 200 meters tall. Earlier, in the summer of 1992, a group of Spanish seaweed harvesters reported seeing a colossal, transparent domed structure, majestic and awe-inspiring. When linking these events, it suggests an explanation. This is the pyramid in the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, known as the graveyard of the Atlantic, is infamous for mysterious disappearances. Ships and planes that stray into this area seem to vanish without a trace. But could a massive, intricately built architectural marvel lie here, with diverse shapes and a solid structure? Beneath this underwater city is a stone wall stretching 1,600 meters, built with large stone blocks measuring 4.5 meters in length, 6 meters in width, and 3 meters in height, each weighing at least 200 tons. The streets are paved with rectangular or polygonal stones, arranged in various patterns. The centerpiece of this structure is a crystal-like pyramid. This special pyramid is 300 meters long, 200 meters high, with its peak lying just 100 meters below the surface. It has 2 large vents where seawater flows at high speeds, creating towering waves. Based on the limestone analysis of the seabed around the Bahamas, this structure dates back about 12,000 years, far earlier than the Egyptian pyramids. An additional clue is found in the writings of the ancient Athenian philosopher Plato, who, over 2,000 years ago, mentioned a vast landmass in the Western Ocean known as Atlantis. According to Plato, this continent was beautiful and prosperous, with advanced civilization and a powerful military. However, relentless earthquakes and a catastrophic tsunami sank the entire continent and its people into the ocean depths in a single night. If Plato's account is accurate, humanity may have created an advanced civilization as early as 12,000 years ago. As for Atlantis's location, it remains an unanswered question for thousands of years. The discovery of many strange structures suggests that scientists have not yet found a consistent way to name these findings. Are these remnants man-made, or are they wonders crafted by nature? The mysterious and bizarre events occurring in the vast ocean depths make it hard to deny that something extraordinary exists there. Many scholars believe that these phenomena might be traces of hidden civilizations beneath the ocean floor.